Audio Jungle.
You were the youngest podium finisher in the history of Formula E in Sao Paulo. How does that feel?
Finally, it actually feels real, because it for a long time didn't really feel so real. It's amazing. Obviously the weekend was not the best from the team's point of view. We had a pretty big problems in free practice and qualifying, but to end up with that kind of result, and yeah, for it to feel real now finally, it's an amazing feeling.
I think the biggest thing which you have to love about Mexico is the fans. Super enthusiastic, great atmosphere, sold out, and yeah, that's for me the best thing about coming here is the fans. Well, yeah, you can definitely say that the halo saved my life there. It got damaged quite heavily from the impact, but still hold on to protect my head and protect me from something more serious. Not much to say about the crash. I think we all saw what happened. It got hit from the side, and that kind of launched the car, went against the wall. Yeah, it is what it is.
And why?
Well, I think the easiest one is probably the tacos. Every time I come here to Mexico, I try and get a few tacos, and I think it's just because it's the most famous, best thing to do when you come to Mexico, and the food's amazing.
Sao Paulo didn't quite go, how you wanted, but your speed looked good. What are your hopes for here?
Yeah, I mean, Sao Paulo, the end result was pretty disappointing, but we had a lot of potential. We qualified on the front row, we led the whole race nearly. I would have probably won had it not been for the red flag. So yeah, there's a lot of positives there, and I think coming into here we need to understand what we learned there, keep improving, keep getting better, and hopefully we should be able to fight at the front.
Sí, para mí retornar en México es siempre muy especial. Yo gané 3 pruebas acá, 2 en Ciudad de México, una en Puebla. Cuando se gana una carrera acá es como ser un rockstar, porque el cariño del pueblo mexicano es tan grande, la arquibancada, el estadio, es toda una emoción propia de acá, de México, que solo tiene acá. Por eso para mí es muy especial. La carrera acá es una carrera complicada porque tiene que hacer el management de energía y también el management de los neumáticos, porque la pista es una pista de alta velocidad. Então vai ser uma combinação interessante e esperamos fazer bons puntos e talvez pódio, quem sabe.
Claro, no, São Paulo fue una carrera con un aprendizaje muy grande, que una temporada que tenemos un coche nuevo, el Gen 3 Evo, que cambia mucho, no solo en términos de conducción, tenemos neumáticos nuevos también, pero con la tracción a las 4 ruedas en attack mode y también en las calificaciones cambia un montón y nada, mucho que aprender, toda la dinámica de la carrera fue diferente también. Pero nada, tuvimos bien, un segundo lugar, ha estado importante empezar bien la temporada para nosotros y aquí a ver si sacamos otro podio, un top 5 sería un buen resultado para ir a casa.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite different here in Mexico. The track characteristics are kind of completely opposite to Sao Paulo. A lot of combined and very long corners. So I think the tires are going to be a big topic for this weekend, for everyone pretty much. So yeah, we'll see how that's going to go. There's going to be a lot of learning to be done in the practice sessions to get everything right for qualifying in the race. I think it will be a little bit harder than Brazil. The track is a bit more lower speed, less long straights, less acceleration zones, let's say. So that makes it naturally a little bit harder, but I still think the attack mode is going to be powerful. It's still going to be a lot of action, much more than we've had in the last couple of years here. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting race.
I certainly feel like there's potential for that to happen, but you know what Formula E is like. 1 minute you can be on top, the next minute it can all come crumbling down. So yeah, there's a possibility that we can do better. It'll be extremely tough, but we'll give it a shot. Very much enjoying it. I think us at Neil McLaren and our partners Nissan, we've done a good job. I enjoy driving the car. I think that the all-wheel drive combined with the traction control is cool. I think the car looks slightly better with the new aero configuration. So yeah, and the new attack mode is great.
Venir a México siempre es casa, ¿no? Para nosotros españoles es lo más cerca que tenemos del idioma, aparte de haber estado obviamente en Santiago, etcétera, pero es nuestra casa. Llevamos aquí desde el principio. Solo ha habido el año de la pandemia que tuvimos que ir a Puebla, pero estuvimos en México igualmente, y es la mejor afición que tenemos, ¿no? Ver ese Foro Sol lleno con casi 40.000 personas, todos detrás de los garajes buscando firmas de los pilotos. O sea, México es como estar en casa, es alucinante, y con este coche, vamos a ver con este coche, la verdad es porque siempre ha sido un circuito que, a pesar de ser un circuito permanente, ancho, siempre ha sido muy difícil de adelantar. Entonces yo creo que este año con el nuevo modo ataque, con la relación 4, va a ser muy interesante, ¿no? Lo vimos en Sao Paulo, los coches volaban. Entonces yo creo que aquí va a ser muy emocionante ver los coches en ese full throttle, con el attack mode, con el 4x4, o sea, va a ser muy interesante verlo aquí. La afición en México, ¿qué te voy a decir, ¿no? Es alucinante ver casi 40.000 personas allí haciendo colas de por la mañana, van a buscar firmas de los pilotos. Este año tenemos un poco mejor tiempo, pero ha habido otros años que están ahí 5 o 6 horas y están cocinando los pobres y no paran de animar. Se saben todos los pilotos, se saben toda la historia, es brutal. Venir a México siempre es brutal, y para nosotros, los pocos españoles que quedamos en Fórmula E, es sentirnos como en casa siempre, ¿no? Entonces es alucinante, a mí me encanta venir a México. Hombre, para nosotros, como te digo, yo soy español, soy latino. Mi primera carrera como director de Fórmula E fue en Santiago de Chile, el primer año, y siempre que sea venir a Latinoamérica, países de habla hispana, es como sentirte un poquito en casa, ¿no? Entonces seguimos trabajando en tener más carreras en el calendario, seguimos trabajando, obviamente el coche cada vez nos da más posibilidades de tener más carreras, y la idea, sobre todo cuando viene la generación 4, es tener por lo menos 4 carreras más, o 4 ciudades, no carreras, 4 ciudades más en el calendario, y por qué no, obviamente estamos en muchas conversaciones con países latinoamericanos que están interesados, y la idea es lo antes posible intentar hacer más carreras aquí, claro.
Yeah, as you said, we were actually quite happy with scoring points and good points in the first round in Sao Paulo. Are we going to be able to repeat this result? Formula E is very unpredictable, so you never know if you're going to be competitive or not, what you can expect. We hope so. Because it was a good race weekend for us. Still, we have to face some very tough competitors, and we still have to work a lot on developing the car. So, yeah, let's see. I would say the challenges that we will have here, racing here in Mexico is actually quite special. You're racing at high altitude, and so you get a little bit less downforce from the cars, so you're sliding more. And I think that this will actually play quite a big role. Also, the track characteristics is not that easy actually to overtake, so qualifying will be important. And I hope that we can actually tackle these challenges quite good.
Yeah, obviously lots to learn. It was a really hectic race, really hard race to manage, and yeah, obviously, the strategy, the attack mode really caught, I think, a lot of us by surprise with how powerful it was. So yeah, obviously from my side, I started from the back, so I was not really expecting to be at the front, and so to win was a nice surprise. But I think, yeah, a lot of teams will learn from Sao Paulo. The track layout here is a bit different, so the way you do your attack modes may not, you can't just copy and paste what we're doing in Brazil. But yeah, that's what we're still learning about the new car, the new strategy and all that. So, but yeah, it's still very early days in this Gen 3 Evo era. So we'll keep learning.
And obviously the food is very famous worldwide. What's your favorite and why?
Food-wise, there's a lot of options. Yeah, it's hard to beat a good taco. I went to a Michelin star taco place here, or a street food place, which was pretty cool. I like the drinks as well. Yeah, the tequila, I love mezcal, so there's a lot of delights here to enjoy.
Great vibes. I love to race here. The fans are absolutely amazing. The Foro Sol Stadium is very unique, and yeah, we get a very warm welcome here always, and as well the track is a lot of fun, so really look forward now to the weekend ahead. Yeah, obviously Sao Paulo was the first race with the Gen 3 Evo car as well, the first race. with my new team, and actually, yeah, a lot of positives from the weekend. For sure, the end result didn't reflect our performance, but qualifying was very strong. The race as well was very strong. We put ourselves in a really good position, and yeah, it's a very good base, I think, to build up from here. And yeah, I think the new Countess track will be quite a lot more spectacular in terms of racing, because last year was quite difficult to overtake. This year for sure you can overtake with the attack mode especially, and yeah, there are a few changes to the track, so I think quite a good few mixture of things. Yeah, of course. I mean, I feel this year the strategy plays a much more important role compared to previous years, because the moment when you take your attack mode, how much energy you spend in attack mode, this is really defining your race. And yeah, obviously there are lots of other elements as well, like tire management, but I really feel the attack mode is one of the key areas this year.
100%, you know, it can't get any worse. So, yeah, we scored 0 points to Sao Paulo, so hopefully here we can get our first podium of the season and really, you know, start our championship. But yeah, overall feeling very positive. Sao Paulo was good in terms of speed, which is super important. I think that was just a bit of a coincidence, you know. I think the guy who won the first race of the year doesn't always mean you win the championship. I think, yeah, more of a by chance this happened. So, yes, we definitely want to win, and that will be our aim. But yeah, at the end of the day, if we don't, it's not the end of the world.
I try. Clearly, like you said, it's a track where we've been quite competitive in the past, so hopefully we can replicate a good result. But it's very difficult to predict in Formula E. You know, you never know what can happen. So even the weather tomorrow may be a bit wet. So we'll try to build up step by step and qualify well, and then see what we can do in the race. I think both. The altitude for sure, because you lose traction, you lose grip, you don't have much slipstream, and the layout as well. It's really hard on the tires. So those two things together will make it a bit difficult. But again, we don't have much experience with those tires yet. You know, the tires are new since this year, so we're still trying to learn. But I guess we'll know a lot more after the race.
Aquí estamos en México para la segunda carrera de la temporada de Season 11. Y coche nuevo, Gen 3 Evo, un coche que ahora en Attack Mode y en los duelos de la calificación tenemos toda la potencia, pero con 4x4, con las 4 ruedas que tienen potencia. Y nada, cambia mucho, cambia la manera de conducción, el setup del coche y también toda la dinámica de la carrera. Una carrera con mucho más caos, mucho más adelantamientos, que para ustedes es muy bueno. Y para nosotros un poquito más de nervios, pero bueno, para eso que trabajamos. Y nada, un circuito que muy complicado aquí físicamente por la altitud. Es uno de los circuitos más físicos de la temporada para nosotros. Va a ser complicado la gestión de energía aquí. No es un circuito fácil de adelantar, por eso creo que la calificación es una sesión bastante importante.
Hola, el saludo para todos desde la Ciudad de México. Una vez más estamos en este circuito, el Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez. 9ª vez que la ABB FIA Fórmula E llega hasta aquí, hasta la Ciudad de México, para el famoso México E-Prix. Esta vez es el mismo escenario, la misma pista, pero el auto es muy diferente. Es el Gen 3 Evo, mucho más potente, con una aceleración inclusive que es más grande, más rápida que la de la Fórmula 1. 1.82 segundos para 0 a 100 kilómetros por hora. Eso que va a garantizarnos un espectáculo mayor de lo que hemos visto en los últimos años, porque va a haber más adelantamientos, el Attack Mode también va a ser más significativo, en un circuito ancho, permanente, de muchas emociones, tal como nos lo dicen los protagonistas de este México E-Prix para este sábado.
Claro, no, São Paulo fue una carrera con un aprendizaje muy grande, una temporada que tenemos un coche nuevo, el Gen 3 Evo, que cambia mucho, no solo en términos de conducción, tenemos neumáticos nuevos también, pero con la tracción a las 4 ruedas en Attack Mode y también en las calificaciones cambia un montón y nada, mucho que aprender, toda la dinámica de la carrera fue diferente también. Pero nada, tuvimos bien, un segundo lugar, ha estado importante empezar bien la temporada para nosotros y aquí a ver si sacamos otro podio, un top 5 sería un buen resultado para ir a casa.
Yeah, obviously lots to learn. It was a really hectic race, really hard race to manage, and yeah, obviously, the strategy, the attack mode really caught, I think, a lot of us by surprise with how powerful it was. So yeah, obviously from my side, I started from the back, so I was not really expecting to be at the front, and so to win was a nice surprise. But I think, yeah, a lot of teams will learn from Sao Paulo. The track layout here is a bit different, so the way you do your attack modes may not, you can't just copy and paste what we're doing in Brazil. But yeah, that's why we're still learning about the new car, the new strategy and all that. So, but yeah, it's still very early days in this Gen 3 Evo era. So we'll keep learning.
Great vibes. I love to race here. The fans are absolutely amazing. The Forest Soul Stadium is very unique, and yeah, we get a very warm welcome here always. And as well, the track is a lot of fun. So really look forward now to the weekend ahead. Yeah, obviously Sao Paulo was the first race with the Gen 3 Evo car as well, the first race with my new team, and actually, yeah, a lot of positives from the weekend. For sure, the end result didn't reflect our performance, but qualifying was very strong, the race as well was very strong. We put ourselves in a really good position, and yeah, it's a very good base, I think, to build up from here. And yeah, I think the new car on this track will be quite a lot more spectacular in terms of racing, because last year was quite difficult to overtake. This year for sure you can overtake with the attack mode especially, and yeah, there are a few changes to the track, so I think quite a good few mixture of things. Yeah, of course. I mean, I feel this year the strategy plays a much more important role compared to previous years, because the moment when you take your attack mode, how much energy you spend in attack mode, this is really defining your race. And yeah, obviously there are lots of other elements as well, like tire management, but I really feel the attack mode is one of the key areas this year.
Oliver Roland, how was it?
I don't want to use any bad words, but yeah, I missed.
You can if you want.
I fucked it up. No, it feels better when I say that. But yeah, no, in the last sector, I missed the corner in 15, was a bit wide in 16, and I think I picked something up on the tire because in the last corner I just had no front end. But yeah, I'm annoyed. I should have been in the final. And but anyway,
so quick.
Yeah, fourth is a good place to start, but I'm disappointed that I can't always do the job.
What does it mean to be fourth starting on this track?
I think it's quite a good place to start. If you can be third or fourth, take the slipstream, play with the attack modes, I think we should be okay. I'm happy. Yeah.
All the best out there. Okay, Pascal Verlaine, how was it out there?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I think pole position, also considering the last event, what happened there, and that we had to build a completely new car. My mechanics did a perfect job, so the biggest congrats and the biggest thank yous to my mechanics, which built up a new car on Wednesday and Thursday here under time pressure, not with the same environment and equipment which you would have in the workshop, so they did a fantastic job. Still, I feel some areas the car feels a bit different than it used to be, so there's still a bit more room for improvement and potential, but yeah, it was great to jump into the car and be confident yeah, with what I had.
All the best on the race.
Thank you.
Mitch, how was it out there?
Tricky. The track's evolving like every time you do a lap since it's dried out from practice. So very hard to predict. Feels a lot different to yesterday in the dry. I was very comfortable yesterday. I haven't been so comfortable today, even through qualifying. But yeah, so ashamed to not make it through to the semis. The lap was okay, not perfect, but in these conditions, it's very hard to really perfect it. But now we look towards the race.
If it doesn't rain, it's going to be similar situation, similar conditions in the track?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's still probably slippery compared to yesterday, but hopefully it just starts to clean up a little bit, because at the moment it's still quite dirty, and the grip level, the contrast between some corners is quite big, where yesterday it was quite consistent. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it stays dry. The car in the wet is really slippery, so it's very hard to drive. But yeah, now we see where we start, and then we focus on the race.
Estamos con Jeff. How was it out there today?
It was good. Got a bit of luck. to go through the duels, but I guess sometimes you need
it's a good feeling, huh?
Yeah, you need a bit of luck, you know. And I think it was important to make the most out of it, and to qualify on P3, I think it's very strong. So I'm happy we're in a good position for the race, and now we have to deliver a good one.
And with the car, any to-do list before the race?
Sorry?
Any to-do list? Something to do with the car?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll ask the engineers.
All right. Let me know. Ciao, all the best. Jake, how was it out there? Good to see you in the duels?
Yeah, good to see myself in the duels, to be honest. I didn't think I was going to make it after the group stage, but thankfully we got in, and then just fell out the operating window on that first push and made a small mistake in T14, which cost us. But nevertheless, honestly, after yesterday's dry running to be into the group stage, I'm very happy.
Do you have a to-do list before the race?
No, I'm honestly quite relaxed, to be honest, on this type of stuff. We'll obviously look at the data and work hard, but I'm a guy which just tries to wing it a little bit and be quite relaxed prior to the race. It's conditions we've never raced in before, entire conditions, so it's going to be interesting. But overall, if we can try and get a top 5, I'll be happy.
We know you. All the best out there.
Thank you very much.
Okay, estamos con Max Günther. Max, how was it out there?
Really good. Very happy to start in the top 6 here in Mexico. Qualifying is very important on this track, and very, very happy with my group qualifying to put the car P1 in the last second. That was needed, and really good. I felt great in the car, and the quarter-final lap was clean as well. I just lost some time in the first half of the lap. Wasn't that confident for my front axle. To see on data, comparing to Jeff, very exactly I lost the time. But look, I think we have a very strong qualifying with both cars, both in the top 6. I've got my fingers crossed now for Jeff to fight for the pole, and we both look forward to the race later on.
Edo, how was it?
Group phase was quite positive. We managed to go through. The duel definitely a lot more complicated. Couldn't do a few corners because I had a problem with locking, which is not the first time. We need to try to investigate and try to understand a little bit what's going there. Nevertheless, happy with the performance in general that we showed today. We are in the top 8 again, and that is leaving us quite a good chance actually to score points in the race.
And some to-do list before the race?
For sure. But always, we will go through race prep, with the engineers, making sure that everything is clear for everyone, and hopefully we can have a good race.
Estamos con Antonio Félix da Costa. Antonio, ¿cómo fue allí afuera hoy?
No, muy bien, en general muy bien, pero no estoy contento con esta última vuelta porque no me ha ido bien, demasiado understeer y no sé por qué, tenía un humor un poco raro en el coche en esta última vuelta y bueno, a ver.
Pero en el momento ibas adelante, ibas
no, estamos adelante, estamos bien y se puede pelear.
Todo lo mejor al fuera.
Overall, it was a good day. I had the feeling we could have won this race, and obviously I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't, but on the other hand, I'm so happy that coming to Mexico from Sao Paulo, having that crash there, the car completely destroyed. The guys rebuilt a completely new car here in Mexico on Wednesday and Thursday. Also me taking small injuries from Sao Paulo. So I'm happy the way we bounced back. I'm happy that this car feels exactly the same as my previous one. Small things we can still optimize, and so therefore I'm happy with it. On the other hand, like I said, I also feel like there was more potential.
Congrats. Well done, Noah. Well done. Oliver, what a day.
What a day. I mean, I was upset with myself earlier on in qualifying because I made the mistake, but in that race I had to be perfect, and I almost was, so I'm super happy.
What about the public here?
I don't need to say anything. It's incredible, the support they give, the passion they have. They want to be here, they want to watch good racing, and I think we put on a good show.
Also Nissan, huge fans here in Mexico every year.
Nissan's huge here. I mean, we've never put on a good show for them. They've been waiting for a win for 6-7 years or whatever it is, and finally we gave it to them.
Were you able to hear the roar of people?
Not in the race, but afterwards for sure.
For sure. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
Nico, México E-Prix, primero con Andretti, ¿cómo fue?
Puntos, pues nada mal, pero podía ser mejor. Tuvimos un pequeño problema técnico, un power cut. donde he perdido 2 posiciones, pues P7 al mínimo era posible, también un poquito más. Creo que en la estrategia no fuimos optimizados, pero por lo menos estábamos ahí, estábamos luchando en los primeros 5 o 6 para una gran parte de la carrera y de esto vamos a continuar.
Y lo que has visto en Sao Paulo, lo que has visto en México con respecto al comportamiento del auto y demás, falta mucho, pero puede ser un buen año.
Sí, creo que sí, creo que estamos progresando bien, estoy integrando aún al equipo y paso a paso.
Sí, un día muy difícil, habíamos hecho el mejor que podemos. Estábamos rápidos ayer, rápidos hoy por la mañana, un error en clasificación acabó con las chances de los puntos de hoy.
I said if I finished top 4, it was a very good race, and to be honest, it was a very good race, and we finished 4th. So I think we did the absolute maximum. Very happy with the strategy. Ultimately, we still lacked a bit of performance and pace. I think we had the strategy to maybe even try and win, but when it came down to like pure pace and who was fast, we weren't fast. So some analysis to be done on that, but overall, leaving here with 13 points and relatively happy.
It's very early, but with what you have seen so far, Sao Paulo and Mexico, can you think of a better season than last season?
Last season was a very good season in terms of the championship fight between the guys. You know, they had a great battle, and I think we'll see the same this year as well. You know, Mitch DNFing. So, yeah, the championship's completely close again. But yeah, overall, all good.
Antonio, mira la gente acá. Mira lo que es esto. Impresionante. Eso es lo que es Fórmula E en México, ¿eh?
Esto es la mejor carrera de la temporada. Esto no se paga, no se compra. Es increíble.
Segundo podio consecutivo, Antonio, felicitaciones.
Gracias, no. Contento por poder tener la consistencia.
Mucha ropa, dicen. Dicen que saques la ropa y la tires.
Tengo que empezar un OnlyFans, creo. No, contento con este inicio de temporada. Fue lo que hablé conmigo antes de empezar, que tenemos que ser más consistentes. Las que podemos ganarlas, tenemos que ganarlas. Las que no podemos, pero hay que hacer puntos siempre. Y contento con 2 podiums hasta ahora en 2 carreras.
Felicitaciones. So great to have you here in Formula E. I guess it's the first time in Formula E?
No, it's my second Formula E race, but this feels special. I think something about Mexico City, the fans. It's the first race of the year for me anyway, 2025. But I'm really excited to see what happens.
What do you think about Mexico as a host city?
Great. Mexico City as the host is phenomenal. Honestly, the fans, the people, the energy, the food. It's.
What's your favorite?
I'm straight into the tacos, man. Honestly, I've been living on tacos for the past 3 days, and I'm happy. I'm a happy man.
What about the message, Formula E beyond the motorsport, about sustainability, obviously electromobility? We all have a responsibility on it, right?
Absolutely, we all have a responsibility. And what I love about the sport is how they're progressing, not just in the motorsport sector, but for people just like me and you that drive normal cars on a normal day-to-day, and how that's going to affect us in the future as well. It really is a flash to the future with this with Formula E.
You know a lot about legacy as well. Formula E has a legacy program. They leave something behind in every city they go.
Yes.
And I think it's something that we all have to do with all the regenerative production that we have nowadays. It's like to leave every place we visit, to leave it in a better shape.
To leave it in a better place. I think that's the best message that we have when we're on this planet. To just leave it a little bit better, and you can't ask for much more than that.
What do you see inside the movie industry? What's happening about this, about biodiversity, sustainability?
Diversity, I think we're moving in the right way. We've got a long way to go. I believe that Formula E is 50-50, male and female, which is incredible behind the scenes. And within the film industry, I think we're getting there, but again, it takes time, but the right people are making the right decisions and leaving the right messages as well. So
maybe we can talk to the scriptwriters and get an electric car in Emily Park.
Hey, listen, let's go. I'm ready. Call Darren Starr. Thank you so
much, bro. Appreciate it. Estamos con Alberto Longo. Alberto, de nuevo en México. Qué lindo, 9º año aquí, con unas tribunas a reventar. 10º año.
Sí, es el 10º año. Es la temporada 11 y solo fallamos en el año 1 aquí, ¿no?
Le vino a ver en la página de la FIA.
Puede ser, no, yo creo que...
Una vez más.
No, porque fue...
Porque fue Puebla,
Vale.
Ya.
En México,
Por lo menos
en México es el décimo.
Por lo menos
Álvaro Rodríguez es el noveno, sí.
Me hiciste sentir. Estamos con Alberto Loco, cofundador de la ABB FIA Fórmula. Alberto, siempre lindo verte, pero más aún en México.
Aquí en casa casi, que le
casa de
decimos
la
siempre.
Fórmula E.
Mira cómo está, 50.000 personas que vamos a tener hoy aquí, la pasión con la que viven, la verdad es que todos los pilotos, todos los equipos, deseando volver a esta fecha, la tenemos siempre marcada en el calendario por el cariño que nos presta el público mexicano.
10ª vez que está la Fórmula E en México, una vez en Puebla, la 9ª aquí en la Ciudad de México, en este autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez, que cada año tiene más gente y está más lindo todavía.
Sí, sobre todo lo que te dice es la importancia que tiene el... perdón por la voz, que ando... He estado hablando demasiado.
Mucha gente también, entonces hay mucho ruido, mucho barullo.
Pero te dice la importancia que tiene el darle estabilidad al calendario. Y de 9, 10 temporadas en el mismo sitio, pues nos permiten que llevemos 4 o 5 años seguidos haciendo sold out en la carrera y de nuevo, recibir este cariño es lo que nos gusta tantísimo y a los pilotos sobre todo.
¿Cuánta satisfacción? ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Cuánta satisfacción de traer un auto cada vez más competitivo ante un público que quiere la velocidad, quiere el espectáculo?
Bueno, yo creo que hoy estamos todos deseosos de ver exactamente cuál va a ser el performance de este coche en una pista tan de Fórmula 1, una pista tan poco atribuible a los factores de la Fórmula E. Entonces yo creo que vamos a ver un carrerón. Estos neumáticos les cuesta mucho entrar en calor, con lo cual la pericia del piloto es un dato absolutamente fundamental. Y bueno, como siempre daremos un show y un espectáculo para que la gente se entretenga no solo aquí, sino desde casa.
Escucho a los pilotos siempre decir la satisfacción de tener un neumático que le hace tope o le hace frente a la potencia del motor para el attack mode y demás.
Sí, hemos tenido durante 3 o 4 años un neumático que venía un poco detrás del coche, digámoslo así, y a día de hoy tenemos un neumático que está a la altura de la potencia de este coche y sobre todo a las 4 ruedas, que es que no se nos puede olvidar que este coche tiene tracción a las 4 ruedas, sobre todo en la salida.
Y la aceleración, que es increíble.
Increíble, 0 a 100 en 1.8 segundos.
Creo que es más rápido que la Fórmula 1, ¿no?
Un poquito más, como un 40% más.
Ah, un poquito nomás. Está bien, perfecto. Alberto, como siempre, todo lo
Muchas
mejor.
gracias por
A disfrutar. A ustedes, vamos arriba. Esto es México, esto es la ABB FIA Fórmula E y qué espectáculo tuvimos hoy con este público maravilloso. Este México E-Prix que quedó para Oliver Rowland con Nissan, cuando los dos Porsche que habían largado en primero y segundo lugar también completaron el podio con Antonio Félix da Costa segundo y Pascal Wehrlein tercero. Hablamos con todos ellos, por supuesto. Oliver, what a day.
What a day. I mean, I was upset with myself earlier on in qualifying because I made the mistake, but in that race I had to be perfect and I almost was, so I'm super happy.
What about the public here?
I don't need to say anything. It's incredible the support they give, the passion they have. They want to be here, they want to watch good racing, and I think we put on a good show.
Also Nissan, huge fans here in Mexico every year.
Nissan's huge here. I mean, we've never put on a good show for them. You know, they've been waiting for a win for 6-7 years or whatever it is, and finally we gave it to them.
Were you able to hear the roar of people?
Not in the race, but afterwards for sure.
For sure. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
Antonio, mira la gente acá. Mira lo que es esto. Impresionante. Eso es lo que es Fórmula E en México, ¿eh?
Esto es la mejor carrera de la temporada. Esto no se paga, no se compra. Es increíble.
Segundo podio consecutivo, Antonio, felicitaciones.
Gracias, no. Contento por poder tener la consistencia.
Mucha ropa, dicen. Dice que saques la ropa y la tires.
Tengo que empezar un OnlyFans, creo. No, contento con este inicio de temporada. Fue lo que hablé conmigo antes de empezar, que tenemos que ser más consistentes. Las que podemos ganarlas, tenemos que ganarlas. Las que no podemos, pero hay que hacer puntos siempre. Y contento con 2 podiums hasta ahora en 2 carreras.
Felicitaciones.
Overall, it was a good day. I had the feeling we could have won this race, and obviously I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't, but on the other hand, I'm so happy that, you know, coming to Mexico from Sao Paulo, having that crash there, the car completely destroyed. The guys rebuilt a completely new car here in Mexico on Wednesday and Thursday. Also me taking small injuries from Sao Paulo. So I'm happy the way we bounce back. I'm happy that, you know, this car feels exactly the same as my previous one. Small things we can still optimize, and yeah, so therefore I'm happy with it. On the other hand, like I said, I also feel like there was more potential.
Congrats.
Mexico, yes, I love you guys. Yes.